All right, today we're going to be doing the seals and bearings on a Honda 400EX. This is the same for Honda 450R, I believe, the TRX models. Pretty standard hub. I obviously have these primed and ready for paint, so we're going to do the bearings and seals before we fully paint. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the tape. These do have these weird little spacers. You don't want to lose those. So I'm just going to pop those out first, set them off to the side. And I did get these all balls bearing kits. It's the AB251035 part number if you want to know. They did send me different color bearings, so I think the blue ones are a little faster. I'm just kidding. So we're going to get these thrown in. I'm not going to throw the seals in today. What I'm going to do is keep the seals off to the side and just gently push the old seals back into place and then paint and then put the new seals in. But today, the new bearings at the very least are going in. So, first thing we want to do, now that we got those spacers out, is pop these seals. And I actually just want to make sure, yep, that seal looks right. We'll pop these guys out back here as well. So they've got spacers on the back sides also. Once again, make sure you don't lose those spacers. Your quad will probably not roll right. Alright, once again, another spacer on the other side. Oh, there, good there. I'm just using standard hand tools today. I've got a bearing driver set, which I'm not sure we're going to even use. I've got some standard sockets, a standard hammer, and a screwdriver. So let's just try to pry these seals out. And I guess I'm just going to double check. Yep, that one looks right too. All right. So I'm just going to put a screwdriver in there and twist to the side. And same thing, twist the screwdriver to the side so it just pushes against that seal and against the bearing. And boom, that seal's out. These seals actually don't look that bad, but these bearings feel a little bit on the older side. So same thing with the top. We're just going to put the screwdriver right here against the bearing and against the seal, and I'm just going to twist the screwdriver to the side. This one's a little bit harder to get out, but just once again, just twisting. And this makes it so that you don't have to pry against your hub and mar up your hub. So that's the seals out. Once again, oh, that bearing feels a little crunchy. So now what we're going to do, it looks like there is a sleeve inside. So what we have to do, see if we can catch the edge of the bearing. I think we can. Just gently tap it out. And yeah, it feels like we're getting a little bit of movement. Let's see. It doesn't feel like, yeah, that thing's tapered in there. So that is what rides on your spindle. Let's just keep going at it. All right, let's see if this works out a little better. No. Oh, it is definitely moving it. So now, yeah, I think it's just going to be continuing to try to push this through. Just Just making sure I'm not doing any damage in there on that. These don't want to come out. I might have to heat things up here. All right, it took a bit more convincing than I thought, but I eventually got it out. I basically just had to really pound on the thing to get that bearing to come out. So let's just try to get this bearing out. This one looks a little easier. I definitely did a little bit of damage inside there on the cone. I don't think that really matters. So I just want to find a socket now that fits inside that part of the bearing. That's close enough. Let's see if this one will knock it out. And that's the two bearings, and they do say Japan on them. Oh yeah, that one's crunchy. So I'm assuming they're original bearings. So now what we do is just the reverse process. Just take our large bearing, which goes in back here, and I believe we've got a bearing driver. That's the perfect size for that. Front bearing might be a little bit of a different story. Hear that solid hit now? All right, we're in all the way. Now we want to take our cone, which is tapered this way, and get our front bearing. And install this one. I think we're going to flip this over. Alright, so I'm just flipping this over. It's not really going to matter because that's tapered up. So I'm probably going to have to use this bearing to drive it in all the way. We'll see. So this guy, yeah, the bolt doesn't fit through. So unfortunately, I'm just going to have to use it like this. Make sure I'm going in straight, looks straight. Again, just make sure that my taper is kind of lined up. This doesn't really much matter. This might let me drive it in all the way, actually. Oh. That's what I was worried about. Okay. See if I can just tap it out. Nope. Let's see if I can pry it out. There it goes. Okay. So now I still have the taper thing not correctly in there. Now I need to find a socket that is the perfect size for that. I don't know if I've got one right here, but I'm going to go find one.